What's going on YouTube? Clay here again, and today I'm going to have a little something new to my channel. I'm going to call it Enter the Farplane, and this is going to be my weekly video that I give you all the news I can on Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. So this week we've had a lot of big news hitting us with that big update that just came in, so we're going to talk about that. So let's get into it, okay? So as you can see here, they did a big maintenance patch. The things to go over here are the 10+1 summon options, which I will go over soon. The rarity displays for items, equipment, and abilities. Also, I'll show you that. Vortex home and button change to Farplane button. That's another button that happened in there. Auto limit burst option added to the settings. The star filter added to the sort function, which means you can now sort your characters or your units via their actual star numbers. So, 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars, for etc. The number filter added to the sort function. So if you didn't know, each unit has their specific number for them, just like Pokemon, if you have ever experienced Pokemon, and you can now filter them by that. Slot expansion sliders implementation. So now when you want to add slots, you can just use a slider to do so. And general bug fixes and optimizations. Excuse me. So there's a lot of things have been changed here, I think, for the better. I think Gummy as a company in this patch this last week, to be honest, has shown that they're trying to change. And honestly, I want to give them a break here, because if you do look on these other notices, you can see I haven't really talked about this much, but this week we have been given the summer special package, which essentially gives us a summon, which is a summon ticket. The magic key, an elixir of Phoenix Down, which isn't that big of a deal, and then 5 mega sites for the price of 300 lapis. So you're getting all of that for less than the price of a normal summon. So you get a summon plus all these bonuses for the price of less than a normal summon. And yes, it only runs from the 11th to the 19th, so it's not forever. But hey, man, that's good for us. Another thing they did for us here is they had their maintenance, and then they had their apology for having to go back into maintenance, and they awarded all of us 1,000 and I think 50 lapis, if that is exactly right, which pretty much almost pays for all of your summer bundles you're going to be able to buy in those days that it's out. So, I mean, they pretty much gave them to us for free, guys, so that's an amazing thing. That I never thought in my days they would give us that much lapis for a maintenance override, or, overdue. Another thing that's going on right now is they have the 100k Facebook celebration, where they're giving us 100 lapis and 30 energy daily giveaways. You guys probably got that. It's running from the 12th until the 1st. You're getting a ton of lapis also, so that also helps pay for your summoning for the summer plan. So other things we can get into here is that they've added this is coming up, the amazing enhancements campaign, where essentially, like, when you try to boost up your character through experience, through enhancements, you're gonna have a higher chance to get a great fusion, or what was the other name for it? A greater fusion, which means you're going to get more experience. They also, as you can read right here, experience gain from even normal fusions. The experience boost is going to be put up, guys. So this is when you want to kind of like if you're waiting to raise your levels with your metal cactuars, or just fusing other characters into other characters, this is the time you want to do it. You want to take a look at this, and that will be a great time, because it's going to give you a chance to just get it so much faster with less resources. You know what I mean? So now, the other thing that's going on, which I don't know if they have something here. Yeah, the friend point campaign. They brought that back for this time. You can see it on here in the campaign period. Now you can finally use your friend points. For me, I haven't been using any of my friends points. I was actually maxed out today, so then they finally busted this out. So now I'm summoning again. You have a chance to get the metal cactuars, the mini tuars, the jumbo cactuars. So all those things you're going to use for experience, like we talked about earlier, for those mega, those upgraded and enhancements. We get the Gil Snapper suit, which is for money, but as you can see, the longer you play the game, I have over like almost 1 million Gil here, guys. The Gil isn't that big of a deal, so that's not that great, but it's better than what it used to be, right? So our friend point summons are useful during this time, and I would recommend you guys doing that quite a lot. But now we're going to get into the changes that they've made. The biggest one for me, personally, is this option right here. They've added to where you can totally turn on auto limit burst, and what that means, guys, is when you're autoing, instead of just always attacking, things like that, it's also every time your limit break gets full, your limit break bar gets full, you're going to use a limit break. And the reason that's useful is for leveling, for one. If you guys didn't know, to level a limit break, you have to use it. Every use of it gives you one experience points, and it takes a long time, guys. Some of these limit breaks take so long to level up. So using it on auto, say you want to put your phone down, a lot of people like to auto this content currently. It's farming content. So you're going to be able to start doing that automatically. They're going to start using limit breaks. You don't have to actually take the time out of your day to swipe and use a limit break. Another key factor here is it's going to allow you to help you get this limit breaker trophy, which, I'm not even halfway there yet, but this is going to help me get there even faster, guys, to get you that 500 lapis. Okay, so then they were also talking about the changes to units. in a way that you can totally sort your units. So we can go to view units here, and we have the we can do it by number now, and then you can go to filter, and you can actually filter it by stars. Okay, so that's another thing you can do. Another great change is if you go to enhance a unit, one of the problems you used to have, I'm gonna try to find somebody I know I have an extra of. Let's see, let's look down here. So this person. So you used to have a problem where you had to go search for the trust stops, but now, well, possibly I didn't have one for that one, I guess. Oh, my bad. Let's look back here. It looked like I had 2 there, didn't it? My apologies. So we go here, and I think I'm pretty sure I have a lot of him. So we go here, and it's, excuse me, I thought I had 2 of that unit, but it puts all the trust ups here, so it makes it easier for you. It puts them at the top. So now instead of having to scroll through all your units to find them, you can just click all your for all your units you want to power into to put trust mastery up, and then go ahead and fuse them all in there. And that's really quick for you guys. It'll help you guys, you know, do that a lot faster. Get your trust masteries up on these units, and you know, it just makes it easier. It makes it easier. So now, see, we put him up, and now we're up to 35% on his TM. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Another key factor is I think it's in the shop. I'm gonna check here, guys, because this is what I'm seeing. So we're gonna go to units, and now we can, instead of like we can do multiples instead of having to click. So for example, I can level this all the way up. It requires that much lapis, not level it up, but open more slots up. But now we can, you know, choose instead of having to keep clicking. We can do a certain amount and then see how much it's gonna cost us. I do think they increased some of the slot materials. Yeah, so material I had maxed out at 150. We can put it all the way up to 100 more, so we can put it at 250, it looks like, and so forth and so on. So that's another good change they did. Looking back at the items, so now items have see, they have stars next to them, so it's pretty much ratings. See, like a potion isn't really isn't that good, so they put a 1 star on it. And we go down here, and the star quartz is one of the more rare items in the game, one of the more valuable items. It's going to have an 8 star on it, so that's how that works. Another great addition to this is the summons, like we were talking about before, the featured summon. Now we can click on this, and once you go to this, guys, it's going to give you what featured summon there are. So for example, now we still have Warrior of Light, Lena, and Tella. You guys might be wondering, where is my golden ticket? How can I do my golden ticket summon? Just go ahead and click your 500 lapis summon. I'm not sure I like this. I think there should be a little, you know, a little indication down here with like a gold ticket number where you can click that, because I think people are afraid if they click this, they might be doing the summon. But you do click this, and you can see that you can use your golden ticket summon, or you can use the 500 lapis summon. The other way to summon is the 11 summons. Now this took place of the, if you guys remember, the bundle in the shop was, you know, you could pay 5,000 lapis to get 11, you know, the golden tickets. Now this is replacing that, and it's better due to the fact that if you do the 11 summons, you're going to be guaranteed a, see, it says draw 11 for a guaranteed 4-star or higher unit. So you're going to be guaranteed to at least get a yellow crystal, orange crystal, whichever whatever color you want to call it. You're going to get that. Now the problem I see here that I see a lot of people talking about is there's a featured summon, then you click the rare summon, it just takes you back to the featured summon page. I'm going to assume that like this is a placeholder essentially for when like maybe we don't have a featured summon. I'm not sure if that even happens in the game, but I'm going to assume that's it. Or they're going to make this into another, this is just here as a placeholder, and there'll be another summoning thing here along with the featured summon. So maybe it'll be like, you know, you'll actually be able to summon these units as opposed to these. Maybe this might be a new banner. Then you have your standard friend summon. I think this is what this is. You have standard friend summon that you can do, and so forth and so on. What else are we going to talk about here? Let's go back to the maintenance. Let's see. Did we miss anything here? Slot expansion, general bug fixes, doing about the auto slots, vortex home far plane. Okay, so like what that means is that when we go to the vortex here, when we click vortex, we also have the option now to go up top and go to the far plane. So we can immediately travel to the far plane without going into town, which is a plus. You know, a lot of people maybe not needed that, but that's going to be more important when we get to, I think you have to go in the far plane in the Japanese version. I could be wrong about this, guys, but I think the King Moogle is in there, and he's going to be using a lot of events, and that's a great way just to go up there and click that. Remember, guys, this weekend there is also the Chamber of Crystals, which will give you Megasite or Magicites for your Esper summons, things like that. Demons Unleashed will be ending soon. Hopefully we get a new thing. And before I end, guys, I want to go ahead and come back up to here. I know I've been talking a lot, I've been talking fast. I hope it wasn't too fast for you guys, and I hope I got all the information I wanted to this week. I wanted to touch on, a lot of people are a little upset with Gummy before all this happened. They thought the Gummy was, their bundles were bad, which they were. They thought Gummy was just in it for the money, which possibly they could have been, but I think this shows the Gummy, you know, they're going to change, they're going to try for the community. I mean, they just gave us 1,050 lapis, I think is what it was, for free, just because they did a long maintenance, guys, and that's key. They gave us some energy too. I think this change right here, all these big changes are great. The auto limit burst change is fantastic. And the summoning changes, they look awesome. They're getting closer to the Japanese version of the game, guys. So I'd say give Gummy a chance. I am not one that hates on Gummy. as much as maybe another person. Now, I was really disappointed with the Demon Unleashed events. I'm hoping that they start giving us better events and more quickly, guys. I don't want to wait a month. There are other gacha games out there that you get events every 2 weeks. You get an event every week. We're getting an event every month and a half to a month. So that's something they definitely need to work on, and I'm hoping that they do. And but yeah, that pretty much sums it up for this week's episode of Enter the Farplane. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and comment down below if you want some more information on Enter the Farplane, if you like this video, or maybe I missed something you guys want to talk about, something in the game that happened. And subscribe for future content and future episodes. I'll talk to you guys next time.